In this video, I'm going to show you something mind-blowing. Look at this Ethereum chart. We saw the big Corona dump, and then Ethereum came up here, formed this ascending triangle, and is currently breaking to the upside. Now, remember this chart. Let's go over to Bitcoin. Look at this. We had the Corona dump, Bitcoin came up here, and is right now forming this ascending triangle. What if the breakout in Ethereum is a signal showing us that Bitcoin is about to get a similar break to the upside? Well, I'm going to go over to the Ethereum chart, I'm going to measure this move, and I'm going to show you exactly here on the Bitcoin chart where the exact target would be if we see the exact same thing happen here in the Bitcoin chart. And remember, Ethereum and Litecoin and a couple of other coins usually do break out before Bitcoin. So they usually serve as a signal to what Bitcoin is going to do. That has happened many times before. I think this might be yet another example. So it seems like a huge Bitcoin move is very, very soon to come. I'm going to show you exactly what you need to pay attention to in the chart, exactly where the target is. And if you think that that sounds interesting, then I think that you should definitely watch this video. Hello guys and welcome to the moon. My name is Carl and I'm going to bring you this Bitcoin video. I want to start off with Ethereum today because Ethereum is on a bull run here, and this is not very surprising to me and everyone who's watching my videos because just like I said just a few days ago, if Ethereum breaks this level, then this is a perfect trade opportunity for us, and if we enter into these levels and sell at our take profit, then that's a 30% trade. From this entry level, Ethereum is currently up approximately, let's see, almost, 7%. Please comment down below if you are one of the people who took this trade based on my trade signal. And if you are currently in this trade, make sure to put in a stop loss. You can put it in just somewhere in profit, whatever makes sense to you. I mean, because you have a stop loss below your entry price, put it up somewhere above it. So if Ethereum were to come back down again, you are stopped out at a profit, and basically you are guaranteeing that you are going to make money from this trade. This is Ethereum against Bitcoin. Someone yesterday asked me to take a look at Ethereum against the US dollar. So let me do exactly that. This is going over to the Bitstamp chart. And on the Bitstamp chart, we can see that Ethereum is about to run into this level, which is a very obvious previous resistance point from right there, and also a little bit from back there. And you can see also right here we saw some support before Ethereum broke down below it again. And this level is the $286 level, and it's exactly where Ethereum is currently. So it's possible that we might see some form of small correction here, maybe before Ethereum tries to break through here. Currently, I am bullish on Ethereum. I think Ethereum is looking very, very healthy, so I expect this resistance to get broken. But yeah, if we break this level very soon, then I believe that we might see yet another big spike to the upside. That's very, very possible. This could propel Ethereum way above $300 within the next few days and weeks here. You can even see how Ethereum actually formed a small little ascending triangle here on the daily time frame. When this broke out, we did see this big pump to the upside, and Ethereum is basically looking very, very healthy. The target analysis, if we were to do something like this, would give us a target of let's see, $308. So that's the technical target out of this ascending triangle. Now, are you seeing a similarity between the Ethereum chart and the Bitcoin chart? Well, I certainly do. Let me just zoom out a little bit here on the Bitcoin chart. I think we're seeing a similar thing here. Bitcoin has been going up here and started to form this ascending triangle. And if we go back to Ethereum, we're seeing the same thing. Ethereum was going up here, started to form this ascending triangle, and now Ethereum broke out. And usually we see Litecoin and Ethereum lead the way. This is something that happens very, very often, that we see a big breakout in Ethereum or Litecoin, and then very, very soon after we see a huge breakout just the same in Bitcoin. Is this going to happen? Well, I think it's very, very possible, and in fact, I'm starting to lean more and more towards that being the more likely scenario, especially after seeing Ethereum doing this very, very healthy breakout. Well, let's just take a look at it. So Ethereum went up approximately, let's see here, 15% on the US dollar chart. If Bitcoin were to get a similar breakout from the neckline here, then that would give us a Bitcoin of approximately 11,500 if we see a similar breakout. But like I said, I think that this is probably going to continue here. So guys, it really seems like we might see a big breakout in Bitcoin very, very soon. You can see here in Ethereum, we had declining volume throughout this ascending triangle. And now we're seeing a big volume spike here with continuation volume, follow-through volume. This is very, very healthy. This is a very healthy breakout. And I really believe that we are going to see something very similar. The volume is still declining in Bitcoin. And eventually we will see a big breakout here. And right now I am leaning more towards the bullish side. I think that it might be something like a 70% chance to break up, 30% to break down, maybe even 80% up and 20% down. But technically it should be 70% because this is an ascending triangle. And remember, ascending triangles, they are actually bullish patterns. They do break out more often to the upside than to the downside. But there is another coin I want to show you, and that is Litecoin. And if I zoom out here, zoom in, this is Litecoin against Bitcoin. We can see how Litecoin is currently going completely sideways here and going very, very boring in a very, very low it's very, very low compared to where it usually has been. And what I am seeing here is that in the past day, Litecoin had a very, very healthy pump here. And I believe that if Litecoin breaks through this resistance right here, then we are going to see a very, very nice bull run in Litecoin against Bitcoin. The first major point should be up here. And if we take profit at that level, then that will be an 11, almost 12% trade. And that comes from the previous resistance right there. But if we zoom out, we can see that there is a big resistance up here also. And I think that it could make sense to take profit at these levels. So that would be a 38.6% trade if we see that play out. So this is my next trade signal. I've had many of these trade signals and most of them have been very, very successful, and all of you seem to be making great money from it. So I thought I might as well continue to give you these trade signals. But if we zoom out here on the, let me just zoom out to show you how low Litecoin is currently against Bitcoin. And remember, this is not for long-term holding. I am not saying that Litecoin is a good thing. I'm just saying that for trading purposes, this could make sense. Litecoin is at extreme lows here compared to the whole history here. And I think that it makes sense to put a trade here if we break this resistance level, and we might have a nice short-term trade. Let's take a look at Litecoin against the US dollar chart, just to do the same as we did with Ethereum. And we can see that Litecoin is actually very low in terms of the US dollar chart. And we can see that there is a big resistance right here, approximately at $50 or so. And I really do believe that if Litecoin breaks the $50 level here, then we're most probably going to see a nice bull run in Litecoin. And all of these things indicate that maybe a small altcoin boom is about to happen. We're already seeing a small one, but I mean, maybe we can see an even bigger one in the short term. We got some big support from back there, support from right there, and now resistance. So we know that the $50 level is a major, major point. I wouldn't touch this until we break these levels though. $50 or break the Bitcoin resistance level that I just talked about. Yeah, so generally I try to only trade the breakout. That is the most successful thing, because if you trade it right there, then of course you came straight back down in. If you traded right there, then you also came straight back down again. We want to wait for the breakout confirmed by the volume, and then boom, we are going to see a nice trade. The next major resistance on the US dollar chart is right here, or I would say some along these lines approximately. That would be $62. You could also say that up here is a major resistance at $80. But yeah, the next immediate resistance would be right there. And from $50 up towards that level is actually a 30% trade, which would be an amazing trade. And wow, guys, I want to thank you for 2.8 3,000 likes on yesterday's video. Your support is truly heartwarming for me. I truly appreciate it. Let's see if we can push this video all the way up to 3,000 likes. That would be completely insane, guys. And zooming quickly in here on the 1 hour time frame on the Bitcoin chart, I just want to show you that yesterday I talked about this upwards trending rising channel and that it broke down, but it actually looks like right now that maybe my lines are not correct, and maybe this is a more accurate way of drawing the lines, which means that we are actually still in this rising channel. Yeah, you make up your own mind. You can leave your comments down below, but it seems like maybe Bitcoin is still riding this support here, which means that we did not break it yet, which means that maybe we might have some upwards movement here, some more momentum still in this upwards trend on the 1 hour time frame. That is something I'm watching currently, but if we do see Bitcoin break this level, then I am going to expect some kind of correction here. But I still believe that Bitcoin is looking bullish here because, like I said yesterday, Bitcoin is still in this higher low, higher high trajectory. This point here didn't break this previous point. So, like I said yesterday, we are still in an uptrend. And as long as Bitcoin was above this $9,450 level, then we should expect Bitcoin to still be in an uptrend. And that is actually what is playing out currently. And we can also see that Bitcoin is forming some resistance in this level, which is the $9,633 level. If Bitcoin does break this level, then I think that we might see yet another pop like this, just like we saw right there, and like we saw right there, and just like we saw right there. Something like this is very, very possible. That could take us all the way up to 9.8 thousand, maybe even 9.9 thousand. And guys, altcoins, they are popping left and right, but never forget that Bitcoin is the king of all cryptos. Some people don't agree, but I truly believe that that is the case. And I think that there is a place in the world for altcoins and blockchain, that's for sure. But never forget where all of this came from. And Bitcoin is the only blockchain that is truly, truly decentralized and 100% trustless. And I'm not saying that Bitcoin is the only thing that really matters. I'm just saying that Bitcoin is by far the most important thing in crypto. Bitcoin is decentralized money. Never ever forget that, guys. And looking at CoinMarketCap, we can see that the Bitcoin dominance is currently coming down. It's getting closer and closer to 60%. Do you think we're going to go below 60%? Please leave your comment down below right now. I think it's possible, but I'm going to wait and see, because I think that when Bitcoin eventually does break out here, I think the Bitcoin dominance might actually start popping towards the upside again as people start FOMOing into Bitcoin from all of the altcoins. That's my opinion. That's what I am expecting. Let's see, guys. We can only wait and see. And looking at the Bitcoin dominance here, something extremely, extremely interesting is currently happening. We are running into this major resistance or support level that has been holding ever since way back here in 2018. It has been serving as resistance and as support. And this is exactly the level that the Bitcoin dominance is testing right now. My opinion is that if we break this level, then we are going to see a big altcoin boom, and the Bitcoin dominance could fall to as low as somewhere down here at maybe the 50% level area. That's what I think could happen. But if we do see a bounce here, which is of course possible, then I'm not necessarily expecting a big pump in the Bitcoin dominance, but I'm expecting the dominance to maybe go sideways, and essentially we're not going to see an altcoin boom, but not necessarily an altcoin doom either. But for everyone who's waiting for a huge altcoin season, watch this level, because this is the signal. If you break this level, then we have to consider altcoins being the best bet for the next few days and weeks, maybe even months. And next up, interesting thing is that Bitcoin is now a form of money in DC, according to federal court. So they say here that Bitcoin is a form of money covered under the Washington, D.C. Money Transmitters Act, as a federal court said on Friday. In the case of United States versus Harmon, Chief Judge Burl A. Howell wrote that money commonly means a medium of exchange, method of payment, or store of value. And Judge Howell says, quote, Bitcoin is these things. And the reason why they consider Bitcoin as money is because that was essential for the court's decision to not dismiss criminal charges against Larry Harmon, the operator of an unlicensed Bitcoin trading platform, for laundering money under federal law. So what does this mean for Bitcoin in the short term, long term? Well, not too much, but it is interesting to see that a federal court is now considering Bitcoin money and nothing else, because money is a big word. Money is something that should not be treated lightly. Remember, the US dollar is actually not money because it doesn't hold value over time. It's actually currency, if anything. Gold is money, and Bitcoin, yeah, could be money according to a federal court here. In my opinion, Bitcoin is the best form of money we've ever seen before. But yeah, this was just a small little side note. So what is the difference between currency and money? Well, first of all, you can see here that the United States US dollar, they can print it out of thin air how much they want. Bitcoin cannot be printed. And money that can get printed out of thin air and get inflated like this is not really money. It's just currency. It's just something we use to transfer value. Gold is money, and currency was used to transfer value or to shift the ownership of the gold. So the gold is the money that you put in the bank, and currency is only the paper that represents the money in the vault. And I want to thank you guys again for helping me reach 111,000 subscribers. Completely amazing, guys. I appreciate every single one of you. And if you want to like my video today, you will make my day yet again. Every single day I watch these likes. I can see that we're getting more and more likes every single day now. Thank you so much. And guys, if you want to trade Litecoin or Ethereum or Bitcoin with leverage, you can do so over on Bybit if you are an experienced trader. And if you want to watch my Bybit tutorial, you can click right there, right now, and I will see you guys tomorrow.